We received the Kingstar 7-inch robot LED projector, alarm clock. We received this at a discount in exchange for an honest, non-biased review. So on this alarm clock, on the robot's body, as you can see here, it has your date, time, and it also has the day, which is pretty handy, and it shows your AM and PM on there. You've got quite a bit of different buttons and settings and whatnot on here. So to run through them real quick, it has the set the alarm here. Just keep in mind the default alarm is 12 at midnight. Just make sure that you do change the time before turning on the alarm. The time setting, once you press either one of these buttons, if you press it long enough, the time indicator would start flashing. The segment that you're going to be manipulating is going to flash, indicating that is the one that you can change the option for, and you have the up and down arrow here to manipulate the integer on that one. The alarm off is to turn off the alarm. It's not to snooze it, it just turns it off. The two buttons down here is for the projection. So you've got the first one that does a projection of images. There are a couple images on the robot. There's a starfield, butterfly, and if I remember correctly, some flowers. And then you have the next button there is the time projection. So both of these projections, it's in battery mode. It's only displayed for a few moments and then it turns off just to conserve on battery. There is an option, as you can see on the bottom here, for a DC adapter, but the DC adapter does not come with the kit. What does come with the kit though is 3 AA batteries and a screwdriver to actually unscrew the battery compartment in the back there. For the projector, it projects out of the robot's eyes there, and on the top of the robot you see this little dial here is for changing the images to whichever image you want to be projected on there. And on the robot eyes, as you can see on here, let me see if I can focus a little better. Come on. There we are. So right here, as you can see, it wiggles a little bit. And the reason why it wiggles is because this is how you adjust the focus. So, depending on where the robot's located in the room and where it's going to be projecting, you would want to move this either left or right, depending on how out of focus it is. And you would just move that around. The head itself, it can pivot either up or down all the way to this white section here, which is the mouth of the robot, or it can pivot all the way up like so, that you can barely put your finger in there to change the image. On here, another neat thing here is if you press any of the buttons on the face here, it doesn't matter which one, just as long as you press it just for a moment, it illuminates the display. It gives you that interglow so you can see the time in a dark room. So I'm going to go ahead and one last thing. The robot arms, they can move. They both can move up and down. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off the lights in the room so you folks can see the projection. So let me set this down here, and this is the projection Let me just put this against the wall here so you folks can see it. So there's the one with the stars. And as you can see, it's out of focus because it's relatively close to the wall. And then on here, like I said, you just keep moving the eye and you just keep going. As you can see, now it's clear. And then the same can be done with the time function. Let's turn that on. There we are. There's the time, and then, you know, of course you can turn it until it's in focus. The downside with the time itself is that it doesn't project just the numbers and the time and whatnot. It projects the entire display. It doesn't tell you the time, the date, or the day, but it does project the time with that indigo type of hue around it, which is, you know, it's kind of distracting on the image. But as the further you get, naturally when you get it, let's see, up on the ceiling there, you can barely see that indigo look. But just, of course, you know, you have to put it back in focus because now it is extended all the way up. So let me put it back down here so you folks can continue seeing it there. And let's switch to the different images. So you've got your butterfly there, flowers, and you got a heart of flowers there. But that's it.